Our story begins in the city of Jerusalem during the time of the Passover feast. Jesus, surrounded by his disciples, breaks bread and pours wine, symbolizing his body and blood, soon to be given up for humanity. This Last Supper, a humble meal shared among friends, becomes a moment of profound significance, a beacon of love and sacrifice that echoes through the ages. From the table of fellowship, we move to the solitude of the Garden of Gethsemane. Here, Jesus confronts his impending fate. He prays alone, his heart heavy with sorrow. Yet in his deepest moment of despair, he chooses surrender, accepting the cup of suffering given to him. Suddenly, the tranquility of the garden is shattered by the arrival of soldiers. Betrayed by a kiss from one of his own, Jesus is arrested, setting the stage for a series of trials that would lead him to the cross. Jesus, the man of peace, stands before Pontius Pilate, accused and condemned. Mocked, scourged, and crowned with thorns, he carries his own cross through the streets of Jerusalem. Onlookers watch, some with tears, others with disdain, as he stumbles towards Golgotha, the place of the skull. At the cross, nailed and lifted high, becomes a beacon of divine love. In his final moments, he offers forgiveness to a repentant thief, promises paradise, and surrenders his spirit into his Father's hands. But the journey doesn't end at the cross. The stone rolled in front of the tomb becomes a symbol of despair and defeat. Yet it is this very stone that is rolled away to reveal an empty tomb. The resurrection, the victory over death, becomes the final chapter of the Passion of Christ. So in the quiet moments of your day, take some time to reflect on this journey. Think about the Last Supper, the Garden of Gethsemane, the trials, the cross, and the empty tomb. Consider the magnitude of love that fueled this journey, a love so powerful that it willingly embraced suffering and death. Remember, the Passion of Christ is not just a story of sacrifice, but it's also a story of love, a story of hope. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of despair, love triumphs and hope prevails. So as you go about your day, carry these reflections with you. Let the Passion of Christ inspire you, challenge you, and transform you. Let it remind you of the power of love and the hope of resurrection. For in the Passion of Christ, we find the essence of divine love, a love that embraces all, forgives all, and redeems all.